Hey guys, it's time for this month's So You Like, my monthly recommendation series where I take a piece of media that I've enjoyed in the past month or so, spin out what I liked about it, and suggest some things that you might like if you, like me, enjoyed it for these aspects. This month's piece of media is Killing Eve, which the ending of was a bit of a mess, but the rest of the series itself, pretty damn good. So, let's just explore it a little bit. Obviously, if you've seen Killing Eve, you know that it's all about spies and intrigue and lots of confusion over loyalties and all that sorts of things. And there's strong female characters and women loving women, WLW, like lesbian / bi / all manner of other relationships along those lines. It's also got a bit of a heavy focus on toxic relationships as well. So that's all the sort of stuff that we're going to pull out of Killing Eve and use to inform our suggestions. The first thing that I want to recommend to you based on Killing Eve is Orphan Black, which, it's basically all of the above, all of the stuff that we just pulled out. It's got a lot of that in a lot of ways. It's got women loving women, it's got intrigue and spying and lots of strong female characters all played by one actress, and does delve into toxic relationships and all sorts of stuff, and it's just a really interesting, different take on a lot of the same aspects that are explored in Killing Eve. Just watch Orphan Black. It was criminally underrated when it was actually on air. Just check it out. The next thing that I'm going to recommend to you based on Killing Eve is Relic. Now this is another TV series that is doing a twist on serial killer stuff. Quite differently in a lot of ways. Relic is basically a crime happens and we see step by step how the everything comes to the point where they solve it. Backwards. So we see them basically come to the whole solving it, and then we go backwards to see how they get to that point throughout the series, and then we go back to the ending properly. And it's a really interesting story structure, and it's an interesting sort of twist on the whole serial killer, procedural cop stuff. It's interesting. It definitely fits in with Killing Eve, which also just goes with some weird twists on serial killers and spies and that sort of thing. Just fits. The next thing that I want to recommend to you based on Killing Eve is The Resistance. Now this board game is based around the idea of lying to your friends. It really, really is. You need at least 5 people to play it though. So it's all about spies getting into the resistance against the corrupt government, and so they know that there's some spies in amongst them, but they don't know who, and so you can't trust anyone. Just like in Killing Eve, no one trusts anyone, especially by the end. Just try and work out whose side which people is, and it's a crazy game. The last thing that I want to recommend to you based on Killing Eve is Paper Girls, which is a comic book / graphic novel, however you want to consume that format, and it's got all sorts of interesting representation and just confusing plot structures. I haven't finished it yet, but it's got so much weird stuff, and there's women loving women in it, there's all sorts of stuff to do with time travel and things as well, so the plot doesn't bear much resemblance to Killing Eve, but it's very focused on strong female characters and the fact that and just representing them and having them be protagonists in a way that they don't always get to be. And I think that this one does a lot of good on that front. So those are my suggestions for you. If you, like me, enjoyed Killing Eve, I'd love to know what you thought of them, so tell me down there. I'd love to know, did I miss something? Did I come up with some good stuff? Tell me, I want to know. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description down below to join my Discord, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!